There was trouble in Oakland, California last night, just across the bay from San Francisco.
BART police officer shot and killed unarmed BART passenger Oscar Grant.
New Year's Day at an East Bay BART station.
The whole thing was caught on tape.
When they decided to go this New Year's Eve to San Francisco to see the fireworks, his mom insists that they take BART and not go drive.
Let him go! What the fuck?
My son was murdered. He was murdered. He was murdered.
That was one of the things that kept her really out of her mind, that if she hadn't only insisted that they took BART, that this wouldn't have happened.
And as a family and as a nation of African American people, we will continue to fight for our equal rights in this society.
We're on the way to Oscar's gravesite. We still come here quite a bit. It is horrible that our society deems our young men as being violent and dangerous, and they're quicker to pull the trigger on Black and brown nationalities versus any other nationalities. He got an orange today. I'm hungry, too. Oscar's born in '86. He would have been 31 right now. You go through the steps of grief. You go through that anger. You go through that depression. You go through just different steps. But one of the things that I've learned from that is that you have to turn your pain into purpose.
My name is Wanda, and I'm from California, of course, and I am wonderful.
My name is Danielle New, and I'm from Oakland, California, and I am desperate for justice, because justice hasn't came yet. And our boys yet.
We invite mothers from all over the states to come. We center that time as a weekend of healing, a weekend of being able to share what they're going through, being able to express that they're still hurt and they're still mad, they're still angry about what happened.
That's Pamela. That's Eric Gardner's mother right there. He was choked. Don't cry.
We try to give them some things to be able to cope with so that they're able to deal with it much better.
When Oscar was taken, I said, well, God, you said that we would be in ministry together. Well, what happened? God, you failed me. And you know what God told me to do? Look around. Because I don't know. Because the only reason why I know some of you is because Oscar died. Oscar was killed. Because had he not been killed, I would not know you or anybody else in this room. But because he was killed, God said, you're in ministry, and where he goes, I'm leading you to go on that path too.
One of the things that we try to share with other mothers is that when you forgive, when you get rid of the anger, that's when you can move forward in your quest for justice.
Hi, I'm Pamela Fields, and I'm the mother of Dante Jordan. I'm also the auntie of Dante Parker, and I'm also the cousin of Derek Hunt. I've lost 3 family members within 2 years. For law enforcement.
My son, my son is Mario Woods. I also say I'm not going to minimize what they did to our children. They didn't murder them. They didn't kill them. They executed. Yes. Mario shot at 41 times. Body took 21. From the back.
I'm Marion Gray Hopkins, and my son was Gary Hopkins Jr., who was murdered by the police, unarmed, no drugs, no alcohol, at the age of 19.
My son and Tracy's son was killed on the same day. Our kids were killed side by side.
My son was killed by Stockton police, shot in the back multiple times, and he was just reaching for a cell phone. I'm not just here for my son, I'm here for everyone's child that was murdered, beaten, shot down by the police, that the laws, the rules, the regulations, and protocol be changed. That's my goal, that no one else will have to go through what we've been through.
There's a story in the Bible. It's about a lady named Rizbah. She had 2 sons. They were hung by the Gibeonites, and they hung for like 6 to 8 months. And she warded off the animals and everything else that would try to attack her sons while they were hanging. And she continually voiced her opinion about getting her sons down from being hung. Rizbah was the only voice that her sons had in the midst of them being hung. She did not give up. She continued to fight. She continued to let people know that her sons were hung. She did not stop until something was done.
Hallelujah! Come on and fight for your son. Come on and fight for justice. Come on and fight for him. Because nobody's going to know your child's name unless you say something. If you don't say nothing about it, they will not know. Many of us say, well, how come your child's name is known? Well, you got to make your child's name known. Fight for your child.
For us mothers, we have to continue to be the voice to our voiceless sons and daughters and share what has happened with them. Why? Because they was our kids and we loved them.